morning. This week's video is all about stepping out of your comfort zone. Stepping out of your comfort zone can be pretty tough. Sometimes if we get too comfortable in the things that we're doing, life can get pretty boring and it can create a lot of fears in your life, so you tend to not try to do as many things. So this week I want you to think about things that you have really wanted to do but haven't because you've been afraid, or things that you've wanted to try but you weren't too sure about. And just think about what would be the benefit of you doing those things and what are the roadblocks that keep you from taking the steps to do them. So for me this year, one of the big things I'm working on is getting in front of the camera. So I do not like being in front of the camera, but it's a sort of necessary evil for some of the work that I'm doing and teaching online. I'm slowly doing it, and one of my challenges to myself was to create this video series. One, to make myself get in front of the camera, and to also start to share a little bit more about who I am. And when I put this series together, I decided I really wanted to not only share the things that I'm passionate about, but also to invite my students and my clients and people who don't know me yet to get to know who I am. This is one of the tools that I'm using to get over something that I am not quite as comfortable doing in order to grow. And I've done this many times in my life. So there was a time where I was really interested in learning how to do set design. And I was like, how do I get into set design? I really want to learn how to do this. A friend of mine had just been in that movie, The Hunger Games. And so I thought, well, I'll ask him what he was doing. And so he gave me the number of this casting agent. And I thought, okay, well, I'll give them a call. And lo and behold, I ended up getting cast in the movie Insurgent. Once I got there, I was amazed by what was happening with the set design. I mean, every little detail that is in the movies is actually, it's unbelievable what they do to get the details that they have in the movies. I mean, there was real food cooking and real loaves of bread that were in the little kitchen area that we were in. And they served us real food on plates that was like gourmet meals. And just the incredible architecture that was very temporary. It was a very life-changing experience for me as a designer. But it also taught me that I did not want to be a set designer. And so sometimes you have to do those things to figure out, well, what things do I want to do? Ironically, I did get a set design job shortly after that for a show in California, the Valley Girls show, which is a show that is about the tech industry and interesting technology that is out and about. But I took the risk to do something that was very out of my comfort zone, and it taught me a really valuable lesson. It helped me make some great connections, and it kind of put me on another path. So I sort of decided this wasn't for me, but it guided me into another area. So sometimes taking those risks to do those things teaches you that you may not decide that that is what you want to do, but it may lead you to something that you're really meant to do. And I hope that you will take this week to at least think about some of the things that have been on your list that you're thinking, what if I tried doing that? What would happen? The worst that can happen is you can decide this is definitely not for me. But you may end up finding that it is something that leads you to something that is perfect for you. So use these opportunities to grow. Don't be afraid to step out of your comfort zone and make yourself do things. And not only should you make yourself do things, but you should create situations for yourself where you are kind of held accountable for, okay, if I'm going to do this, I have to do it this many times, or set some type of goal so that way you have something that's kind of encouraging you to move forward with it. And it doesn't just become something that's on your wish list that maybe one day I'll try this, because let's face it, you only have so many maybe one days. So you got to make the best of it. So I hope you guys have a wonderful week, and I hope that you will share things that you've tried. Certainly I'm sharing with my own journey. I love hearing about what you're doing. So please do share and try to step out of your comfort zone this week.